We did tell you earlier about some of the groups vulnerable to heat-related illnesses. Also, there's people out there who have to work outside. They're not always able to get into the AC. So your Cameron Jacobs is live from the Joseph M. Still Burn Center at Doctors Hospital, and he spent some time with a crew to see how they're managing the heat while working a full day. So what are they doing that could possibly help us and give us some tips while we're at home?
Well, Ashley, I spoke with a local tree removal company whose job is already dangerous before you add in the high temperatures. But they tell me they're still getting the job done with a couple strategies.
Honestly, you just got to keep going. It's hot, but we get the breaks. So with the breaks, that's kind of what we get our rest time in and then get right back to it because we got to finish the job.
Not everyone gets to work in air conditioning all day, and this local tree company feels the heat more than others throughout the day. Doctors Hospital's chief medical officer says you've got to look out for each other.
You know, what you want to do is just have a buddy system, right? Plan for the hot heat. Make sure that you're constantly rehydrating over the day. Certainly just keep an eye out for one another and make sure that nobody's getting overheated. And if they are getting overheated, just take a break.
Tidwell says that's a priority for them.
Well, the main thing we do is we try to get this bigger cooler full of ice and water and Powerade. We make sure that the guys are getting breaks at least every 30 to 45 minutes.
On the hot days, this crew doubles in size to make sure workers get ample water and breaks, and looking out for one another on a job site that is already dangerous.
We're not going to just keep pushing and pushing and pushing because, I mean, this heat is dangerous and we don't want anybody having heat stroke or anything like that.
The chief medical officer also told me for anybody walking outside right now, the proper footwear is crucial. On a 90-degree day, asphalt and cement can get up to degrees of about 140 or higher. Ashley?
Right, valuable information there. Also, like you said about the heat and the asphalt, so remember your pets too when they're outside. Thanks for that, Cameron.